using the network time protocol. So I hope you have understand about the NTP, network time protocol. I have explained already. And this is the configuration file etc and chrony.conf. Actually, chrony is a service which is already running on any system. So if you want to check here the etc chrony.conf, and so you can check here .etc and chrony.conf, and you can check here. So what you are looking here, nothing. I think there is nothing. There is only one thing which is running here, and this is the where it is, this one, pool, and pool is 2.rel pool and ntp.io ntp.org. So this is the website maintained by the Red Hat Enterprises, and this enterprises is going to be configure or syncing the time from this particular NTP server. Okay, if you have the multiple sources, so you can run the multiple sources, and based on the multiple sources you can define those. Like if there is a NTP server 2, 3, 4, multiple NTP servers, then you can select the NTP server easily. So how you can select this? Time date CTL and set NTP and the one. So what is the time date CTL? This command is similar like the time systemctl command. So to manage the time and date, you can use this particular command, time date CTL. Okay, if you want to change, then you can put the set NTP and one. So what does it means? Like this time there is only one pool. If there is a multiple pool, so you can use any public server. Either you can use your local server, like if you want to give the here, then add it and put the example.conf or any NTP server, whatever the NTP server provided by you can generally make the entry in this file. Got it? Now the another thing is, if your system is NTP server, now I am talking if your NTP server, this one, this is your NTP server. Now because the other system also like hackers or someone bad or the malicious person try to get this sync with this NTP, whatever you have, right? So in this case, you can allow the particular network, like you have the two network. One network is 192.168.0.0/16, another is 192.10.10.0.0/16 or the 10.1. So what you will do, you will check here and you will find anything is like any network. Only this network is all the member of this network, all the computer having this network ID can get the time or synchronized time to this particular NTP server. So anything, maybe any specific IP address for this NTP server, or maybe any host name like example.com, like this host name, any host name, right? So how you can do that? You can check here, allow the NTP client access from the local network, and you can define the local network here. You need to be just remove the hash and then allow, and whatever you want to be give the IP address here. If you are going to be check the network, then 192.168.1.0.24. So already you know what is the meaning of this. So another is, if you run this command, managing the time on Red Hat Enterprise Linux, so det command will check you, another is hardware clock command, hw clock, another is a time date ctl. So there is a 3 commands. If you want to be synchronized with your BIOS time duration, then you can use this particular HW clock. But if you want to use the det command actually you can set the current system time, whatever the current system time, only when you are running the det command, so it will display you the det your system time. Okay, if you run this in a particular date, month and year, so it will display you the current day of the month and the year. If you want to check the date, the month, the year, so you can simply run this like that plus percentage date. So 03 if you want to be M for month, and here is Y is a 24. So this is the, actually you don't need to be for this, but date is good enough. You can find out here the 3 April 2024. So you don't need to be run this like this. But if you want to change the time for this, so you can simply run the det command and then use the --help command. It will display you some information. Like if you want to set the date, then you will use the set command here, --set, and either you can use the -s and set the date whatever you want to be described. But now the question is this, how you will describe or how you will set this time, date and all thing. So here you will use the det s and set the time, whatever the time you want to be set, you can use this command to set the time. Okay, and actually this is mainly the system when the system is standalone and system is getting the time from the BIOS system or the hardware clock, so at this time. But nowadays this system is not used anymore because all the system is connected with the NTP server and getting the time from the NTP server, right? So that is the reason timectl, datectl command is used. Check the status, set the time zone, list the time zone and all. Okay, so how you can check for this? So simply you can do the here the time datectl command and status. So it will display you the time, this time, universal time, RTC time zone, Asia, Kolkata. So what is the zone? Because in a worldwide there is a multiple zones, lots of the zone from the Asia and America, South Africa. Okay, so how you will check for the available zones? So you can use the time zone and list. Oh, what is the command here? So if you want to check the command, then you can use the time datectl and --help command. It will help you to check the list time zones. So what I was missing, list time zones, as I was missing oh, I don't need to use the --, list, I need to use this one. So here you will find there is a lots of the zone are there, but how you can do that? You need to be grep here and grep and Kolkata. So oh my god, oh I think I am not able to get this. Let me check if I will grep and the Lome. Yes, that is not working here. Okay, user share info, zone info. So if you want to check the time zone, particular time zone, then you can go inside this ls and usr share and the zone info, and inside the zone info you will find there is lots of the Africa, America and Asia. So if I am from the India, so I am going to check inside the Asia. So inside the Asia there is a multiple time zone are there. So what are the time zone are there? You can check here the J Kolkata is there. So if you want to set the time zone or change the time zone like the Asia then Kathmandu, so you can use this. So how you can do that? Then in this case you need to be run the date, time and ctl command, time date ctl command, and then hyphen because if you have remember this run this command, and if you remember, if you want to be set any specific time zone, then you can use this one, set time zone and time date ctl command, and then set hyphen time zone, and then you will select the time zone is Asia and the I think what was that, Kathmandu. Right, so right now if I will run this command is date, and I need to be run time date ctl and then status, because until you will not check the status, then you will check here the time zone has been changed. So if you want to be changed back to the Kolkata, then you will set here Kolkata, and how you will check all the time zone, then simply you can run this command to inside this, then you can select your Africa, America, Antarctica or the Arctica, Asia. So whatever your time zone, you can go in a specific time zone, and where you will specific find any inside the Asia there is a multiple options are there, so you can select any appropriate option for your organization. Okay, once you will done that, then another command is set the NTP. If you want to be enable or disable a network time synchronization, then you can set the NTP server. Okay, either you can check here the time sync status. This command also is useful. Cron D service must be started. So if you want to be check the cron D service, then you can use the, if you remember, we have discussed previously system cc and check the status of the cron daemon, and check the status of this command if it is service running or not. So the service is active and also the service is enabled. Okay, great. So cron D service must be active, and also if you are making the server, so on the server you must enable this firewall CMD and add the service permanent, or you can use the firewall then use the firewall CMD reload. So what does it means? This is means you are making the entry of the NTP server on the firewall, means the NTP service is allowed by the firewall. So how you can do that on the server 1, this server already you have done in this configuration, you can check this already putting here. So why I'm going to do here the etc and chrony.conf, and because this is the server, So I am going to disable this one. Put the hash here and allow the NTP server. Here is any specific network, so I am going to allow this. Either I can allow in a specific server like 56 and then /24. So this one, and another is you will use the local stratum. So because I am going to make this 8 or the 10, so what is the stratum here? Like this is the NTP server. I think we have discussed about the stratum in a CCNA. Already we have discussed about the stratum. So if there is a NTP server and this NTP server is advertising the NTP server configuration, then it means this is the stratum. So here you can change the numeric value any 9, 10, 20 and whatever. So either you can put it the 10 or you will change the 8. So why I am changing into the 8? Because this is the given in a configuration and it will be better to understand you. Okay, not only this, I think there is any other configuration is required. So this is the hash and this is the allowed, and stratum, local stratum is 8. Okay.